Do not kill.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the Father was talking about mankind.
Mm-hmm. But some of them just say do not murder, yeah.
Okay. So do not murder.
In some translations or in some interpretations, yeah.
Okay, but then I was gonna ask you. Well, see, that changes the whole thing. If it's do not murder, because I can't. I don't know if it's do not kill. If it's do not kill, that's a contradiction.
Why?
Because throughout Scripture we see where people were stoned to death.
Mm, yeah.
So it can't be do not kill.
Okay, well, let's go in. Let's look. Let's see. Look here on my phone. We're gonna see that that's Exodus chapter 20. No, it's before 18. We look at 13. The one, click on the right one. Do thou shalt not kill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's go look at the Hebrew. So we type in, if we can spell it, interlinear.
You know they got an interlinear app. That's real good too. I used to have it on my phone, but it took up space.
I used to have it too, yeah. I used to have it. I didn't use it that much. It was an app. I had a couple of apps. Let's see, Bible Hub might get us there. So let's try them. I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work. Let's see, maybe this is it. Interlinear chapters. We're somewhere, we're almost there. So we look at Exodus and chapter 20. And we need to go down to verse 13. Seven. I'm gonna just slow because I'm having a hard time seeing what verse I'm on. There's 14 right there. So we back up a little bit there. Yeah, so when you're looking at it, that's what it says right there is do not murder.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Let me blow it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I can see it. I saw the word murder. Yes.
So,
Mm.
so that answers your question.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily do not kill because when you look in, I forgot what book it is. It says there's a time to kill, but there's never really a time to murder somebody.
Yeah. I wonder why they changed it like that. Because that's not right. It's totally different. Murder and killing is totally different.
Yeah, and then when I thought your question was going to be related to animals because some people look at that and they say not to kill, and they even think of things like flies and ants.
Hmm.
And so we're not supposed to kill flies or ants, but I don't know. Anybody
No.
feel like they've murdered an ant?
Mm-mm. See, the problem I was having. I got that light in my eye. The problem I was having is, I was just going through. Well, I couldn't sleep last night. I was just going through the commandments, and that was the only one that just did not make sense to me because it says, "Thou shalt not kill" in the King James version,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, well, how can that be so when you know? I remember the Israelite son,
Mm-hmm.
how he mocked the father, and I think the father actually told him to stone him.
Yeah, but for blasphemy, the guy
Yeah.
that committed blasphemy, the
So
son of an Egyptian.
yeah, so I'm like, well, how in the world the father's telling us do not kill, but it's okay for him to kill? So I'm like, well, this just that ain't making no sense to me. If
Well, he
you
didn't
know,
actually kill him. Now, and he
yeah, he did not kill, but it's the same. He
he
ordered it to be
yeah, he
done.
told
So I
somebody.
mean, that's
Yeah.
that's the same thing. So it didn't make sense to me. So killing somebody and murdering somebody is totally different. So I think that's an injustice the way they wrote that because that can steer people away from the faith because you like how can this how can that how can he say this and yet he's doing it.
And here's the international version, and it says, "Thou shalt not murder."
Well, that makes sense.
Let's look at another one. Here is the Common English Bible. Says,
Murder.
"Do not kill," and it has a footnote that says, "or murder." That's the Common English Bible. Of course, the King James Version says, "Do not kill." Doesn't have a footnote. Let's do a couple more. The New King James Version says, the New King James Version says, "Do not murder." Get rid of some. I'll get rid of the King James Version. Get rid of the Common English Version. New King James says, "Do not murder." And it put me back with the Common English Version. Let me get one more translation. King James gave me the same ones I just got rid of. English Standard Version says, "Do not murder." So all three of these translations say "do not murder." They don't say "do not kill." They say "do not murder."
Mm-hmm.
So that answers your question.
Yeah, that answered my question, but yeah.
Any closing words on this video?
Well, I was gonna say that my man also went to the animals. If it says do not kill, then that means everything. That
Yeah.
means don't kill animals, don't kill, the coyote that's sneaking, the wolf that's sneaking behind your back, you know, about to chow down on you and stuff like do not kill. So, that's just a bad word to use because if it's do not kill, then they shouldn't have been making sacrifices.
Yeah, but you could take it even a step further. Don't you kill that plant
Yeah.
when you chop it down?
Mm-hmm.
So if you take that so literally, then what is it that you can eat that you don't actually kill it? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you could be eating nut trees, eating from nut trees, and eating apples all the time, But you're not going. Many foods you ain't going. Many foods you have to actually kill the plant in order to eat the
Mm-hmm.
food. So all of those foods will be eliminated. You'd have your diet. I'd like to see somebody on a diet to where nothing had to die for them to eat. They're eating nuts and apples and peas and tomatoes all the time. Stuff that the plant keeps growing after they've harvested the fruit.
Yeah.
I guess that's the answer. They would eat only fruit,
Only living, I guess they would call
fruit
it
and
living
nuts. Yeah.
food. Yeah.
Some there's somebody in the
Yeah,
world
there's
on a
somebody
fruit and
doing
nut
that.
diet because of that. Do not kill.
Yeah, some people. Some people probably, they. I don't know if that's what they call whole foods. No, I don't think that's what it's called, whole
Mm-mm.
food diets. But um,
A fruit and nut diet. Maybe I ought to try a fruit and nut diet.
hey, I tried it. We got some candy in it, like some syrup on it or something. Like some of them chewy them boxes that come in them like
Fruitcake diet.
fruit cake. I tried it that way.
All right, well, we're about to run out of battery power. All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. It's
Morning
six
conversation
six o'clock.
on
Good
this
morning.
Sabbath day. Shabbat Shalom.